All right, buckle up, everybody, because today we are going deep into Freida McFadden's The Boyfriend.
Lots to unpack here.
Yeah, you guys really threw everything at us for this one.
You said it.
We got excerpts from the book itself.
Oh, yeah.
Reviews from Goodreads and Amazon, even some marketing material.
Real information overload, but that's what makes it fun.
Exactly. So let's dive in.
Let's do it.
What we have here is a psychological thriller. And it seems like people are either loving it
or hating it.
Yeah. And that's what makes this deep dive so interesting.
Totally agree.
We're going to figure out what's really going on with this so-called perfect boyfriend.
Absolutely. Lots of twists and turns to unravel.
So the book opens with our main character, Sydney, and this date that just goes from bad to straight up terrifying.
Oh, yeah. That opening scene is wild.
You would think that would make her swear off dating apps for life.
Right.
But nope. She is determined to find love.
That's Sydney for you.
Yeah, she's even hiding in the bar bathroom, planning her next date. McFadden really throws you right into the action with this one.
Oh, yeah. From page 1, you're hooked.
Yeah, you're immediately wondering, is this girl going to find love?
Or is there danger lurking around every corner?
Right. And then there's the whole mystery man thing.
Ah, yes. Can't forget about him.
So just when things are about to get really bad on that first date, this mysterious guy comes out of nowhere and saves her.
Like a knight in shining armor.
Literally. And then he disappears. Poof. Gone.
Before she can even say thank you.
Exactly. It's like the author's just dangling this thread.
Keeping you in suspense.
Oh, yeah. You're totally on the edge of your seat. Like, who is this guy? Will he reappear?
And then we shift gears and jump into a whole other timeline.
Yeah, set in the past.
Focusing on a teenage boy named Tom.
Living with an abusive father.
And he falls head over heels for this seemingly perfect girl named Daisy.
Oh, Daisy.
The girl next door.
Yeah. But when you consider Tom's reaction to his father's, well, let's just say inappropriate comments about Daisy, it's chilling.
It really foreshadows his capacity for violence.
Remember that part where he asks his friend Slug to help him hide a body?
Oh, yeah, that's a turning point for sure.
Right. It makes you wonder, was Tom always capable of this darkness?
Or did his father's abuse push him over the edge?
Nature versus nurture, right?
Exactly. McFadden doesn't give us easy answers.
Nope. And just when you think you're starting to understand Tom, boom. The mystery man from the beginning turns out to be Tom, all grown up.
Talk about a plot twist.
That's right. These two seemingly separate timelines collide, and you have to reevaluate everything.
It's a game changer for sure.
You're left wondering, is Tom a predator using his charm to lure women in?
Or is there something more to his connection with Sydney?
So many questions.
And that's what keeps us reading.
For sure. But I gotta say, both Sydney and Tom make some questionable choices throughout the book.
Oh yeah, they're not perfect characters by any means.
Sydney keeps using that dating app despite meeting some seriously creepy guys.
And she keeps brushing off Tom's increasingly odd behavior.
A lot of reviewers on Goodreads and Amazon picked up on that.
Some found it frustrating, others saw it as realistic.
I mean, we've all been there, right?
We've all ignored red flags because we want to believe the best in someone.
Especially when it comes to love.
Right. And that's what makes The Boyfriend so compelling.
It taps into our own vulnerabilities, those moments when we choose to ignore our intuition because we want something so badly.
That's a powerful theme.
And speaking of ignoring intuition, can we talk about that scrunchie Tom finds in his bedroom?
Oh, that scrunchie.
That's a detail that sends chills down your spine.
It becomes a symbol of suspicion, foreshadowing what's to come.
A breadcrumb trail leading Sydney closer to the truth about Tom's past.
Exactly. And then there's the issue with Tom's phone.
Oh, yeah. He claims it's broken, but then Sydney discovers he actually has two phones.
A work phone and a personal phone that he refuses to use.
Or even show her.
It's classic suspense building. We know he's hiding something, but Sydney's in the dark.
The tension between what the reader knows and what the character knows is what keeps you glued to the pages.
McFadden is a master at manipulating our expectations.
You said it. She makes us doubt everything we think we know.
And that's just the beginning.
There's so much more to uncover.
Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. And that's when Sydney starts putting the pieces together. She finds out Tom lied about his last name.
Hello. Huge turning point.
Right. Suddenly she goes from love-struck girlfriend to amateur detective.
She even reaches out to her ex, Jake.
Who just so happens to be a detective.
Of course.
Classic coincidence.
But Jake's investigation uncovers some seriously creepy parallels between Tom's past and these recent murders.
Like his old friend Slug, their shared history is a lot darker than anyone could have imagined.
Okay, so we've got secrets, lies, and maybe even a connection to murder. Where does McFadden take us next?
Well, she does what she does best, throws in a twist that changes everything.
Another one.
Oh, yeah. And this one centers around Daisy, Tom's high school sweetheart.
Oh, Daisy, the girl next door.
You think she's the victim, right?
Definitely.
Yep, she's the mastermind.
Wait, what?
Daisy's the one pulling the strings, orchestrating these murders.
No way.
I know, right? It's insane.
So how does McFadden pull this off?
It's brilliant. She plants these little clues throughout the story.
Like what?
Subtle hints about Daisy's true nature.
Things you wouldn't even notice on the first read?
Exactly, but once you know the truth, it all clicks into place.
So Daisy's not the sweet, innocent girl next door?
Not even close.
More like a straight-up psychopath.
You got it.
But why? What's her motivation?
That's the million-dollar question.
I guess McFadden doesn't spell it out for us.
Nope, which makes Daisy even more terrifying.
Is it power? Revenge?
Could be something even darker.
It's left open to interpretation.
Which adds to the unsettling nature of the story.
It's like McFadden is playing with our expectations.
Oh, absolutely.
Making us second-guess everything. You never know who to trust.
It's like a giant puzzle where the pieces keep shifting.
And then we get to the final confrontation,
At Gretchen's apartment,
where Sydney and Randy are held hostage.
Daisy reveals her true colors, her obsession with Tom, her willingness to eliminate anyone in her way.
Talk about a nail-biting climax.
It's intense.
So we got Daisy, the manipulative mastermind, Tom, the broken man caught in her web, and Sydney fighting for her life.
Where do things go from there?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Well, get ready for a whirlwind of violence, desperation, and a tiny glimmer of hope.
Oh, wow.
Sydney manages to escape,
Thank goodness.
but not without scars, and Tom's fate is left ambiguous.
So we don't know if he's dead or alive.
Nope. Which adds to that unsettling feeling that this story isn't truly over.
What about Gretchen?
Ah, Gretchen. Her fate is the most intriguing of all.
Really?
The ending suggests she might follow in Daisy's footsteps,
No way, seriously.
embracing the darkness that's always been there.
That's a chilling thought.
It speaks to the cyclical nature of obsession and violence.
Okay, so we've explored these two intertwined timelines, uncovered some seriously shocking twists, and delved into some pretty disturbing psychological themes. What a ride.
It has been, and as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, the question remains, what did you take away from this twisted tale?
Did you find it thrilling? Frustrating?
Or maybe a bit of both.
We want to know.
Let's continue this conversation in part 3. It really makes you think about Gretchen, you know? Like how being exposed to all that darkness can really mess someone up, even someone who seems so innocent.
Right, it's a reminder that we need to be careful who we surround ourselves with.
Exactly. You never know what kind of influence someone might have on you.
And what about Sydney? I mean, she escaped, but you have to wonder about the psychological toll.
Absolutely. She might be physically free, but she's definitely carrying the weight of everything that happened.
It makes you think about the hidden scars we all have, the things that shape us, even after we think we've moved on.
Trauma can stay with you for a long time.
And then there's Tom. His fate is just left hanging.
It's unsettling, right?
Yeah, like McFadden wants us to decide what happens to him.
Does he break free from Daisy's control, or is he stuck forever?
It's a question that stays with you.
I think that ambiguity is what makes the ending so powerful.
It forces you to think about human nature, the good and the bad.
There are no easy answers.
And that's what makes The Boyfriend different from other thrillers.
It's not just about the plot twists, it's about the characters.
It makes you question everything you thought you knew about love and obsession.
And the things people are capable of.
So, as we wrap up our deep dive into The Boyfriend, we're left with more questions than answers.
But that's the mark of a truly great story, right?
It stays with you, makes you think.
Makes you look at the world a little differently.
We explored the love triangle, the shocking twists, the psychological themes.
But ultimately, The Boyfriend is about the darkness that can hide beneath the surface.
Even in seemingly perfect lives.
So what did you think, listener?
Did this deep dive help you understand the book better?
Or did it just leave you with more questions?
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.
And remember, sometimes the most perfect facades hide the darkest secrets.